Hey everybody, this is Avaris Paradox, and welcome back to Monstrum, fellow Paradoxians. So, this week's challenge is going to be what I like to call the Just the Essentials challenge, requested by Nuke the Kid. So, for the sake of this challenge, we are only going to be picking up items that relate to escape routes. What this means is we will not have the protective benefits of the flare gun or the fire extinguisher, and we won't have the auxiliary support of any other items such as noisemakers. Now, this will make it difficult depending on what ending we actually choose. So, endings like the submarine, we won't have anything to really distract the monster other than our person. On top of that as well, for the sake of this challenge, if we do find a backpack, I'm going to consider that as not breaking the terms of the challenge, just because it's not a required item. The only thing it really does is allow us to pick up more of the items required for the challenge. It doesn't actually break the challenge itself. So, Nuke the Kid, if you are watching this and you do not agree with my particular understanding and interpretation of the challenge, leave a comment in the comment section below if you would like me to reattempt this without said backpack, should I pick up said backpack. But that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the game and take a look and see what we have to work with this time. And hopefully the game doesn't crash, because it's been acting very wonky lately. So, news-wise, as many of you know, I will be starting a new job this week, specifically training for the new job. Okay, each section power is controlled by a logo. Okay. I had a commenter talk about a loading screen inferring that you could take fuses out of the fuse box with the torch. I might have to try that. But as many of you know, I will be starting a new job, and as a result, I've done a lot of thinking on this, and I've decided that many of you I've already told, is that content is probably going to take a hit. We probably will not be having like 5 episodes a week, as in like 1 episode a day. What I'm going to be trying to do is I'm going to be trying to have content every week. It may not be what I want to try to do specifically is I want to try and have 1 requested game a week. If I happen to have the time to record more than that, I will. If not, then that's what happened, is I was just so busy with my new job or training for my new job, or I might even not be in the same state at the time. As a requirement of this job, I will be traveling a relatively large amount. So that's something to keep in mind for the future, is that I will still be producing content to the best of my abilities and improving as much as I can, because I am still learning. Like, this is only my 2nd year of actual content creation, and I'm still trying to learn a lot, as you could see with me using more items like screen capture and stuff like that. But like, the amount of content will probably take a hit. Actually, I guarantee it's going to. But the quality shouldn't, all things considered. I will say this, is that for the future, I am always still looking for game requests. Currently I have about 5 or 6 games I'm actively looking into making content for that have been requested. Some of them I haven't exactly figured out how I'm going to do, because they're like requested PlayStation 1 games, and those are relatively hard to come by unless they get ported to PC. And I don't own them, personally. And actually, I don't know how that works. I don't know if I could actually use my Elgato Game Capture HD with classic games. I would have to look into that. But that's all besides the point. For the sake of the future, until I know how much I'm going to be working, which, if my friend who currently works there is any indication, certain times of the year I'm going to be out of town a lot, which is, for one, going to mean a lot of profit for me, because I'm going to be working a lot, and therefore I will be able to put more money personally back into the channel, on top of any Patreon subscription money that comes in from you all, which any of you who are still subscribed to me on Patreon, I thank you so much. You're what helps me keep this channel with new content and keep me motivated to continue on, and it shows that you all appreciate what I'm making, and I really appreciate that. It keeps me motivated, is what it does. But I do plan on if all goes well, I plan on getting some new stuff for the channel. I'm still waiting on channel art, and I don't know what the hell's going on with those people. But I actually had to send it in a ticket to figure out what the hell is going on yesterday. So hopefully I hear back from them, because I had channel art requested, but I haven't heard anything back yet. But I plan on getting a new webcam this year. I'm actually looking at the Razer Stargazer, because it actually has active green screen built in, which what that means is that you don't need a green screen to green screen, because it actually takes out your background from behind you. You're the physical person, which we've had that tech already. Actually, there's a program that does the same thing that you can get. That's a plugin for XSplit itself, which I own. And I'm dead somehow. And I'm dead. Because it's the Fiend, and he just glitched out fucking reality just now. I don't even know where he is. Like, I'm actually kind of shocked about that. I currently have no idea where the hell he is. And he just mind raped me. But he didn't kill me. Is he bugged? Is that what's going on? Is he bugged right now and he's like in the map but not in the map? Wow, that completely derailed what I was saying too. We were having a perfectly normal conversation about software and video games, and then the Fiend mind raped me. Wow, that's gonna make this difficult. Okay, anywho. But, there's a plugin for XSplit, which is the software I personally use, and it allows you to take the background out of a scene without the use of a green screen, which is cool, but it's not well optimized. You actually have to be a relatively safe distance from the wall behind you to use it properly, otherwise you get layover and feedback, which basically equates to you start to disappear because you're too close to the background image. And I couldn't use that personally for myself because I'm so close to this back wall behind me that I have my green screen on that I was literally getting eaten by my wall using that technology. I happened to be able to not pick it up. I actually tried a trial of it, and that's what was happening. I was like, yeah, I can't use this because my wall is eating my face. So, bolt cutters, that's a good start. But yeah, we are fighting the Fiend, which is a less than ideal scenario. Out of all the monsters, many of you know, I despise him the most. Because he will literally fuck up my day. Hopefully he's still below, and I won't have to deal with him. But I can go ahead and get started on this. I still need to go to the front of the ship, but I'm going to drop this and this here for the sake of just not having it in my inventory. If I have to come back here to do that particular ending, which I might. The submarine has been just very, very uncooperative in a large way. Like, we've gotten to the point of, wow, it's bugging out a lot. It's not supposed to be doing this anymore. I'm pretty sure, like, the issues with recording I've been having is an issue with DirectX 11. Not actually working like it's supposed to with this game. So let me pause and see if that clears it up a bit. It didn't. Okay, that's going to be an active problem later then. Okay, I'm opening the doors. I'm precursing the monster's abilities is what I'm doing. Because she, it, her, whatever, actively screws with you in a bad way. Okay, let's go ahead and set this all up. worst case scenario, this is always the fallback, so... But the downside of this challenge is that if he gets too close, I'm boned, because I will have no protection whatsoever. Because he can block all the doors. Okay, she seems pretty far away, actually. Now, if the lights start flickering, we need to get the hell out. Oh, what the hell? Need to be careful. She's actually killed me before by not being sure of where I am. Okay. Oh shit, we might actually got this one. We do! Victory! Turning down the loud ass fucking noises, oh my god. That's one thing I don't like about the the escapes, is that they're so fucking loud. So I actually edit that out in the post recording. I still like all the Fiend endings as opposed to some of the other monsters. They just seem more creepy. They just really do. They seem a whole lot more creepy. Like that would literally make me shit a brick. One, because I know I'm dead. Because we've theory crafted this before, actively on the episodes, but I don't think the monster would be affected by water. So even if you got off the boat, he could still chase you and kill you. Helicopter kind of makes sense, but he could disable your electronics there. The sub, though, if you go far deep enough, he might not be able to do it, which is kind of my theory. This has been the Bare Essentials Challenge requested by Nuke the Kid. If you like Monstrum and you would like to see more of this, please make sure to like the video, comment in the comment section below, share, subscribe, follow me on social media, and if you want to do a bit more, be a Patreon subscriber, be a Paradoxian. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Dead purr. Bye-bye.